Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to a new month and this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. My name is Abigail Mensah Bonsu. I am an intuitive quantum goddess coach. I am a divine embodiment guide and mentor, a multidimensional healer, and a divine feminine activator. And oh man, August. Okay, so if you're just joining me for the first time, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the weekly energy forecast. It is something that I love doing, and I pop in every week and I share the energy that you're going to be working with in the week. And I also, what word am I looking for? I also bring in messages, through divine mentors, and it can be angels. Sometimes it's like the dragons coming through, but just divine guides and mentors who can support us through the energy of the week so that we can really harness it. And so I'm really excited to bring in this week's energy forecast. So let's go ahead and begin. The first thing that came through when I connected to the energy of August is like, I heard the voice say, let's start this month right. Let's start this month right. And the energy that is coming through when I heard that voice is more like, it's like the energy of the lion. So let's start this month right is more like, let's start this month with fire, with courage, with strength, like giving it our all, like taking it to the next level. That was the energy that was coming through. So August is the month of harvest. And the harvest in this case, what it means is that August is the culmination, or the combination of all the energies from January till now. So all the intentions that you set, all the work that you've done, you will begin to see how it has manifested or blossomed in your life. And if something still doesn't feel right after, after this month or through this month, right? Then you'll be given guided steps on how you can course correct. That's very important. Of course, the animal totem that we're working with in August is the lion. I think it's very interesting because my son last month, he kept doing like lion, roar, right? He loves that, and the shows that he watches, he sees the lion and he starts roaring, and it didn't dawn on me until recently when I was like, oh, yeah, the Lion's Gate is coming up. I mean, the portal has been open for a while, since the 26th of last month of July. So we're in this portal through August 8th. So August 8th, which is 8/8, that is what they call the Lion's Portal. Now, there's many explanation of what this portal is about. But that's kind of like that's part of the energy that we're going to be working with this week. So that's why I'm talking about this. But what is coming through with this time, especially the Lion's Gate in 2020, because we go through this is one of the portals that we go through every single year, just like the 11/11, the 12/12, we go through the Lion's portal every single year. The Lion's Gate really brings, like, the first thing that comes in is like the wisdom of the Hathors. The Hathors are very highly intelligent beings. A lot of people, my circle at least, channel them. You can find people who channel them. You can even connect to them, but they really connect us to the intellectual mind, the higher mind, and the higher heart. Usually the first time when I connected to the energy, I was like, whoa, you're all like mental stuff. Even when you listen to someone who channels the Hathor, it's very intellectual, but at the center of that intellect is heart. That is very important. That's actually key there. The Hathors are just such a wise group of divine cosmic beings. So their wisdom is coming in. If you are meant to work with the Hathors, or the Hathors are in your DNA, your cosmic DNA blueprint, this will be awakened in this lion portal. If it already hasn't yet, you will begin to feel it. You begin to connect with them easily. If you're meant to channel them, they'll begin to flow through you. They'll begin to pour downloads into you so that you can share that with the world. Remember, the whole point of this is to help humanity rise up even higher than before. And you also are a light channel, a light portal on this planet. So that's the second thing that is pouring through this 8-8 or Lionsgate channel, is a higher frequency of light. And within it, what I'm seeing is within the light is encoded with I'm seeing symbols in there. So encoded with knowledge of how you can live your best life and contribute to humanity in a way that uplifts everybody. I'm also getting within this light is the code, the light code of speaking your truth. It's a light code of finding your courage. It's a light code of finding your strength. It's a light code of connecting to your heart, your higher heart. And of course, the last one that's coming is the light codes of love. And when I say love, love for self, love for others around you, love for all things divine, love for beauty, love for things that that will raise not just you, but everyone up. Oh, here's the other part that is coming through. The courage to do more of the things that bring you joy, that lights up your soul, that lights up your spirit, that inspires you, that encourages you, that empowers you. It's almost like a permission for you to be happy. You're being given the permission to be happy on this plane, in this life, in this reality. What I'm getting from the Hathors is this, that even in the midst of chaos, you can still find joy. You can still find happiness. The difference between joy and happiness is something that comes and goes. We tend to think that we're supposed to be happy 100% all the time, constantly, right? But happiness comes and goes. The gift of happiness is to remind us of what lights us up. Joy lasts, is always there. Now, joy is something that, is one of my gifts. And the way it works is that it doesn't matter. It does not matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter if you find yourself in the dark night of the soul. Your energy always vibrates joy. You don't need to be smiling to emanate joy. You don't need to be happy to emanate joy. Joy is actually an internal gift. So the happiness part, that's the part that comes and goes, and that's just part of the human experience. So when it comes, you enjoy it and know that it has an expiration date, and it will go and another emotion will come in. But joy is an internal state. It's a permanent state. It's actually a gift, a divine gift that is given to those who are here to uplift humanity in the highest possible way. Joy is powerful, just like love is powerful. When you meet someone, when you're in the presence of someone who emanates joy, it can literally push away the darkness within you. That's how powerful joy is. So those are the things that are coming up. There's definitely light codes coming up. So be open, especially this week, open to receiving that. They're also asking you to continue to tune into what you want to create. I'm getting this very clearly. They want you to continue or to begin, if you haven't yet, Tune into what brings you the most joy, and then have the courage to do it more and more. Because here's the truth. When you are able to do more of the things that light you up, your light gets brighter, which means that everyone that comes in contact with you gets infected by that joyful light that you have, that inspirational, empowering, uplifting, dark busting light. So you're not doing this just for yourself, because everyone that comes in contact with you gets blessed by this. So you're being invited to ask yourself, what brings me joy? What lights me up? What lights me up? And when you begin to hear what lights you up, do more of that. That is so important. And be unapologetic about that. That is your service to humanity. To be happy as a human being on earth. To be joyful as a human being on this earth. To actually enjoy being human on this earth. The other thing that's coming in. So what I'm getting is this. If you find yourself saying, how the heck am I supposed to be happy when it feels like, when the world is literally, going down, or just a mess right now, or miserable, and there's so much darkness, so much sadness. And what is coming through is, if not you, then who will help uplift those people stuck in the lower vibrational energies? Who will inspire them? Who will show them the light again? Who will show them that there is hope again? If you're listening to this message, this is very especially important for you. We all end up in the dark night of the soul, and we all know what it's like to be there. When you're there, what happens? You forget about even your own light. And usually it takes someone coming in with the full blasted light to remind you of the light that still dwells within you. The light never leaves. It gets obstructed. It gets clouded over, by fear, by our emotions, the blocks that we have, the limitations that we have. But the light will always be there. So when we have someone come in to remind us and blows away all that abstraction, then we can remember our own light, and then we can also shine brighter and actually affect someone else too. So this week, be courageous. Whatever you're being asked to step into, have the courage to take the leap of faith. Open up to receive the light codes that we are receiving through the 8-8 or the Lion's Gate this week. Walk with the lion. Observe how the lion acts. You are a king or a queen. Be unapologetic about your light and your gifts and your service to humanity. It was given to you for a reason. It's time to really step it up. And each of you will receive how you're supposed to step it up. There's no one way. The way I'm supposed to step it up is going to look completely different from how you're supposed to step it up. So just be open to receive and trust that whatever comes through, it is not just for the highest good for you, but it is for the highest good for all humanity. This year, the key theme for this year is to learn about our service to humanity. The highlight is our service to humanity. It goes beyond us. It goes beyond us. So everything that is getting awakened within us is for the benefit of humanity. And through that, we are blessed abundantly for doing the work, for being the way showers, for being the leaders, for stepping into our light, for helping others find your light, for helping others awaken, removing the veils and the obstructions so that they can see their own magnificence and their own divinity. So that's a little bit about the energy of this month and also this week that might be coming through with the Lionsgate. Be open. And I invite you to journal from now, like, this whole entire week, whatever comes through, especially in your dream time, when your conscious mind is shut down and your subconsciousness can, come up and actually communicate with you. So in dream time, whatever comes through, write it down. Write it down. There's a message, big message in there. Not just for you, again, also for humanity. So make sure you share it, because trust me, you're going to be helping someone with that share. So as always, let's move into the message. If you haven't yet, go ahead and close your eyes, taking a deep breath in. And again, we're going to ask our higher selves and our Holy Spirit selves to come in within us now. So see like this beautiful golden light flowing into your heart, and breathe in here. Move that energy ball from your mind into your heart. Just drop it into your heart. See yourself standing in the middle of the heart flames. And from here, go ahead and ask the questions. Which of these messages are specifically for me, or is for my highest good? 1, 2, or 3. And once you have received your number or numbers, go ahead and open your eyes. So I'm going to start out with the goddess that we're working with this week, the divine feminine mentor that we're working with. There's a huge divine feminine presence this week. And it's very interesting as we get closer to the 8-8. It's really about the lioness. Here's the thing, we've kind of been journeying towards the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine within ourselves first, and then within our lives, in our world, in our communities, right? It's not about the divine feminine rising up and then the divine masculine going down, right? We are finding that balance again. Everything that is coming out. When I tapped into this energy, I was shown a time where the divine feminine ruled. And just like the divine masculine, there was a power imbalance as well. So the problem comes in when the divine feminine and the divine masculine are not dancing together, are not working together. That's where the power struggles and the inequality, all of that stuff comes up, right? So in those times where the divine feminine ruled, there was also an imbalance as well. The masculine was undervalued. The masculine wasn't, the masculine was told to serve the feminine, just like right now, like it's been programmed in the feminine to serve the masculine, right? And so this, where we're heading to, which has already started, it's about balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. The divine feminine right now is rising up to bring the balance between the two. It's rising up within women so that we can find our voice, our powerful voice again, so that we can find our power again, step into our solar plexus, which, Leo season is about the inner light shining at its brightest, that fire burning brightly. And so this week, I'm really feeling that strong divine feminine energy coming through, the fiery divine feminine coming through. It makes a lot of sense. So the goddess, the divine feminine energy that we're working with this week is Dakini. I love, love, love this. Look at this. Look how powerful this image is. Dakini. And she is the enlightened feminine, right? Enlightened feminine. And here's a little bit about her. She is the embodiment of a feminine wisdom that goes beyond reason or the intellect. Dakini is translated into Tibetan as sky goer. She is a tantric goddess, a tantric priestess, and a female manifestation of wisdom. She is elusive, playful, and ultimately defies definition. She represents the enlightened feminine principle of non-duality that transcends gender. She contains a sharp, quick, and uncompromising energy that can feel radical, wild, and free. As a space dancer and sky goer, the Dakini has left the rigid boundaries of Earth and the laws of gravity. She is about the limitlessness of the sky, and because of this, all possibilities are open to her. In Tibetan Buddhism, she represents the inner realm as a meditation deity, the outer realm as a tantric yogini, and the mundane realm as a woman who teaches spiritual truth in each moment of her everyday life. She holds the gold tantric staff as a symbol of the ultimate union she has attained, ecstatic bliss and emptiness. She is Yeshi is one of the great Dakinis in Buddhist history. She can appear as a messenger, a guide, or as a protector. She is known for being unruly in whatever she does because the ordinary rules of conduct don't apply to her. No man rules her, and a taste of freedom is what she wants to give us most of all. The Dakini means that the task will be accomplished. Whatever it is you're currently working on, a project, an answer, or a decision, she will help you through to the other side. In whatever form you need most, as a playful, angelic presence, as a taskmaster to help you maneuver through what's hard, or as a messenger with the wisdom that's needed for you to take the next step. But with the Dakini, the answer and the way forward is not with the intellect. She is the embodiment of feminine intuition. She reminds you that you have an innate power to know instinctively what's best for you now. The Dakini means is not going to be a straight, clear yes or no. With the Dakini is a third option. She reminds us that there's something out beyond yes or no, or even right or wrong. There's something your gut will tell you if you can be expansive enough to hear the answer. She's not bound by the unusual or by the expected. She will allow you to come up with the unthinkable, the most imaginable, and the most brilliant outcome possible. So here's a contemplation for you. This is something she wants you to ask this week. What is my intuition telling me in this moment? What is my intuition telling me in this moment? So when you find yourself in the middle of making a decision or stepping up, what do you need to do? Having to deal with something hard. Ask yourself this question. What is my intuition telling me at this moment? And then here's a great mantra for this week, or even an intention for this week. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Remember, we're dealing with the gut here, which is our solar plexus, which is connected to the Leo energy, which is also connected to the sun energy. They're all connected, right? So as you tune into your gut, you are activating that lion energy in your solar plexus. You are activating the sun energy in your solar plexus, right? Bringing in the qualities of strength and courage, right? Bringing in all that yumminess with it. So my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. So that is the divine feminine we are working with this week. The Dakini, bringing in that fierce, playful, uncontrolled, freedom, divine feminine energy. One thing I also wanted to add is that, let's see here, I think today is the full moon in Aquarius. So as you are receiving all this, and even the Dakini mentioned it, that's part of her attributes where, she's able to embody and also empty. That is very important. So we have the opportunity to work with a full moon energy as we realize who we really are and who we're not, so that we can release who we're not. As we realize what works and what doesn't, and release what doesn't anymore, right? So you can use that full moon energy to help you release the big stuff coming up. Aquarius has to do with the intellect, So again, it all kind of connects to the Hathor energy coming in, the Lion energy coming in. One thing I love about Aquarius is it's an air sign, but when you look at the symbol of Aquarius, he's actually pouring water. So it has the qualities of air and water in the symbol. And it's like the balance between the mind and the heart, the balance between air and water, the balance between your emotions and your thoughts. So pay attention to that this week. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the messages. So if you were drawn to card number 1, now the way I love the way the cards kind of showed up. It kind of looks like water, earth, and then we go to spirit. So it's like water, earth, and then spirit. So if you're drawn to card number 1, your card is water your garden. So these cards are kind of guiding you to what you need to focus on this week. Remember that. So water your garden, and it says nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Here's the message. Earth is a seasoned planet, and as such, you're a seasonal being, cyclical. You can't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes, rest, and refuel. So if you're drawn to card number 1, you're being called to put on the brakes, rest, and refuel. Take care of yourself this week. To take a moment to restock and replenish and slow right on down. Your body is the only body you're given, and it needs to be respected as such. You're being called to take responsibility for your well-being, to put your health and body first. I know it can feel like time is running out and as if there are urgent things that simply can't wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will step in. This way of living isn't sustainable. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, and it will take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more common because we're putting too much pressure on our bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. How are you being called to put on the brakes this week? To rest, restore, and rejuvenate. When was the last time you took a holiday or had a full weekend, day, or afternoon off? Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself enough time to recover when you find yourself running on your nerves, on your reserves. There is enough time. Life will bend towards you when you do. So here's your inquiry soul question. What is your body yearning for? What is your body yearning for? Okay, so that's card number 1. If you're drawn to card number 2, this is your card, Activated Earth. Now this message came in differently in a different card last week. Last week we worked with the dragons, and one of the dragons really specifically activated the ley lines of the earth. This card also brings in that same wisdom. It's like the power centers of the earth, right? And so this card says, and again, card number 2, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. Here's the message. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses, also known as spirit paths. They've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in traditional Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, song lines were the paths traveled by the creator beings as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planets too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend the land you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers or nature spirits of that land? As you connect to the earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. So if you were drawn to card number 2, go ahead and place your hand on your heart and receive this activation. And if you're called to receive this activation too, just go ahead and do that. It will not hurt you. I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. This activation can be done especially when you're outside, when you have your bare feet on the ground, whether you go hiking or you just go in your backyard. You can connect that way and just send that gratitude to the land. All right, so if you are drawn to card number 3, this is your card. It says, heareth. Here you go. It's a beautiful card. You can hear my little one in the background. He just woke up from a nap. So this card says, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Here's the message. Heareth is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for a home or a place to which we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. I used to. For some, it's a distant memory of a planet, galaxy, or star system in the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place they may have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's a longing for the unity of Source. I have that too. A remembering of interconnected oneness. So the longing for unity with Source, that's something that I go through a lot. And especially this year, it's been coming in a lot where I just wake up and I just want to be like right there. I think I talked about this one time. I just want to be like right there, like right next to Source, or just infused in Source. Like I want to be one with Source, The yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find home in people, communities, and relationships. A journey to find somewhere they truly belong. If you resonate with this yearning for home, but don't really know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. You're being reassured that you didn't come here alone and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on this planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in here and now, in the here and now. To fully commit to living this life right now, to commit to putting 2 feet completely in. So here's the soul inquiry for you if you're drawn to card number 3. This card is really calling to me. How can you commit more fully to your life? How can you commit more fully to your life? So for me, since this is my card, I am opening completely to ways in which I can embody my presence even more, in ways that I can fully commit to being in this physical body, in this physical reality, and being here now on this planet, right? And really being in my body, grounded in my body with my light. Okay, grounded with my light. Okay, so those are the messages for this week. And in this week's meditation, this came in through last week's experience, where I feel like a lot of people are experiencing like a heaviness, emotional heaviness, because we are still clearing the emotional body. Now, I talked about this in another video, which I'm going to be posting on YouTube, where, let's see here, July, August, September is in the realm of the emotions. And so more of the work that we do is going to be in that emotional body. Thank goodness, right? Because we get to, as we go through the years, we move from one realm to the other. We move from the physical to the mental to the emotional and to the spiritual body, or the spiritual realm, which means that we're able to do more work and focus more work in each of those dimensions and bodies, right? It's a good thing. So the visualization I'm going to share with you, especially if you've been having a hard time, or if this week, every time we receive more light, every time we anchor more light into our physical bodies, our lives, our minds, our hearts, we have the opportunity to also clear, almost like a detox. It is a detox, not almost like a detox. It is a detox. And that can be also pretty hard. So this is going to be really good as we're going through these. So go ahead and close your eyes, taking a deep breath in. And with this visualization, I want you to really be in your physical body, really drop into your body. With each breath, just get into your body. Now this time, go ahead and see, sense, or feel a light opening up above you, and see it come down as a pillar of light going through the crown of your head, going through your head, anchoring into your chest, into your heart, expanding out all around you. Allow this pillar of light to continue down throughout your entire body, your hips, your legs, your thighs, out through your feet. Let it go through the earth, all the different layers of the earth, and anchor into Mother Earth. Really feel that strong anchor in Mother Earth. Feel really strongly held in Mother Earth. So now you're connected to both heaven and earth, and both bridging within your heart. Taking a deep breath in here and out. And now imagine, see, sense, or feel this beautiful, it looks like a silver ball of light forming right above your head. Go ahead and grab this beautiful silver light and like between your hands. And you can feel it. It can either feel warm, cool, tingly, however, but just hold it right in front of you. And bring your awareness back into your body. As the light pours down from above through your body, pay attention to anywhere that you're feeling an energy is stuck. So for example, if you're feeling like really sad this week, go into your body and see where that sadness is stored. Where in your body is the sadness? If you're feeling anger, go ahead and find where anger is within your body. If you can't really put a name to what you're feeling, but you know what you're feeling, just go ahead and find where it's stored in your body. So for me, as I'm expanding my light, as I'm stepping more into my fullness and body in my presence, my solar plexus is definitely calling me, and my stomach is really calling me. I'm also feeling like my mid-back is really calling me. As you keep breathing, the silver ball of light you're holding between your hands gets more powerful and potent and brighter and bigger. You feel that. So now what you're going to do is with your next inhalation, go ahead and bring that ball of light. Let it merge into your body. Oh, God, that feels good. And send it into those areas of your body. So mine is like my stomach, my mid-back. And just, it's like push that ball of light into your body and let it go to all those areas that wherever you find that low vibrational emotion that needs to be cleared, send that silver ball of light there. I don't know about you, but I pushed it into my body and it's like, that's what it feels like, oh God, that feels amazing. If you need to repeat this step, go ahead and do it again. So reach up, another silver ball of light will form right there. Bring it down. Identify where the emotion is stored within your physical body, and then go ahead and send it there. So I'm going to send it to my lower back this time, or my mid back actually. Interesting that I said my lower back because that's also calling me. I'm going to grab another ball of light. I'm going to do the same thing for my lower back. I'm going to bring it down, sending it to my lower back. Oh, Jesus. It's amazing. Breathe. Make sure you breathe. I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to bring it down. This time I'm just going to put it right there on my head. Kind of clearing all my senses so I can get a clarity on how I experience my physicality. Clearing my vision, clearing all my senses, my hearing. I'm just going to hold it right there in my head. And I'm kind of like feeling like this, like a buzzing, like a clearing buzzing. I'm just going to move this around in my body. I'm going to pay attention to my lower back. I'm really feeling that right now. Here's what's coming through. You don't need to know why, that area of your body is lightening up. For me, the lower back, what came in immediately when I tune in there is like support. Do I feel support? Do I feel supported? Do I feel supported? Both physically and spiritually, do I feel supported? So you notice that when you tune into these areas of your body, when you send this beautiful light, this silver light to these areas of your body, what needs to happen or why that is happening might pop into your head. Don't get attached to that, because what you're doing is clearing and healing with that divine feminine light. That's the silver light. And the reason why silver came in is it allows the other spectrum of light to also flow in. So that's why we're not doing like red light or yellow light or, like specific colored light when it comes to this kind of healing. We're really bringing in high frequency light into these areas, because as you're clearing, as you're healing, we also want to raise the vibration of the cells in your body. And that's exactly where we're using that silver light. So go ahead and check in again. Emotionally, what is coming through to be cleared, what is coming up to be cleared, where do you feel it in your body? Go ahead and grab that silver light and go ahead and send it to that area of your body for release, for healing. Raising the frequency of the cells in that area of your body. Taking a deep breath in here and out. When you're done, I want you to just imagine that silver light just spreading through your entire body, all your cells drinking it up. All your cells are buzzing in this silver light, and begin to see the silver light expand into this beautiful bubble of light around you. I want you to just breathe in this space. Breathe in this space. Beautiful. And your higher self and your Holy Spirit self will be continuing this. And you can actually ask them to do this even when you're not consciously focusing on it. Whenever an emotion comes up that is stored within your body, let me tell you something that is coming through, a secret that is coming through, or a wisdom that's coming through. For those of you, this is something that has been coming in a lot, especially, actually, it's not just for women, but if you find that the body that you're in, you've basically created a physical body of pain, a physical body of trauma, which usually looks like a overweight, basically, like you're holding excess weight in your body because you've been storing all that emotional pain, emotional suffering in your body. This is going to be awesome for you. This week, doing this exercise more often, you're going to be dropping that weight before you even know it. That is what is coming in. And trust me, I've tried this. I continue to do this. And I continue to release that excess weight. And it is effortless. Effortless. One thing that is coming through, if you are using this to release excess weight, make sure that you make it very clear that it is safe for you to release any stored emotions that are stored within your physical body that is not for your highest good. Make sure you say to yourself that it is safe. Because if you're not ready to release that, your higher self is not going to do it. Your body is definitely not going to release it. So you got to know that you're done with it. That's how I started. At the beginning, I was like, okay, this does not resonate with me anymore. This is not the body that my higher self, this is not the body that I'm here to embody. That over time, I did store within my body the pain, the hurt, the betrayal, all that stuff. And also as a means of protection, right? Because I didn't feel safe on this physical planet. And so now that I had to declare that I am ready to release all of that, all those emotions that no longer serve me. Even the ones that I'm not even aware of, the ones that I'm not even conscious of, especially the stuff that we experience during childhood can be so stored deeper within us that we sometimes don't even have access to. Well, that's okay. Your higher self does. Your higher self knows exactly where it is. And that's all, using that energy ball, when you send it, when you just sense it in your physical body, you sense it in your knee, you just send that ball there. Let it do the work. You don't need to know exactly what that is. The emotions or the stuff that are to the surface, you would know it immediately. Again, this visualization is not for you to hold on to something or chew on something. It's like when you feel it within your body, know that it's coming up because you're ready to release it. Send that beautiful silver light there and just let it go. So mine was stomach. Did a lot of stomach work, and I'm going to continue doing that. After this, we're asking our higher selves and our Holy Spirit self to continue doing this for us. Give yourself permission to release that which no longer serves you. Anything that is not for your highest vibration, anything that is not in the energy of love from your emotional body, your mental body, your physical body. Releasing it all so that you can fully receive and embody your spiritual self, your divine self, your divine light, your divine presence, your higher self. More of your light. Taking a deep breath in and out. Beautiful. We're going to sit in silence just for a little bit as all of this continues and integrates. And remember, if anything else comes up that needs to be cleared, do the same thing. Grab that silver bubble of light, send it right there and breathe. Beautiful. So we thank the divinity that is the Divine Mother, Divine Father, our higher self, our Holy Spirit self, for this beautiful, beautiful message and the beautiful visualization. We thank the beautiful Dakini, the Divine Feminine presence that is mentoring us this week to help us to step into our power, to step into our playful self, our free self. Thank you for this, and thank you for all things. So be it, and so it is. Beautiful. So thank you so much for receiving this message. I invite you to come back and do this visualization. I invite you to do this visualization as many times as you need. Anytime something hard comes up that you're ready to leave, even if whether it's consciously or unconsciously, go ahead and do this. This is something that would be awesome to do like first thing in the morning or before you fall asleep or before you go to bed at night. It'd be perfect to do. So go ahead and dive into it. Share your experience with me. Share what comes up with me. If you haven't joined my Facebook free community yet, Moon Goddess Sacred Sanctum, go ahead and do that. You will find a link below. I would love to have you there, and you can share your experiences there. It is a safe, secure, powerful container for such things as that. So go ahead and join it, and I would love to hear from you. But thank you so much for receiving this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. This is your girl, Abigail Mensah Bonsu, and until next time, bye everyone.